was a good week.
This is the first episode we've been drinking in the well. I've been drinking. I ain't drinking like 2-3 months from the episode, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah, I've been drinking water for the longest. I haven't bought no liquor in a long time.
I haven't drank in a while in the episode.
It's been like either a smoothie or water, honestly.
Yeah, if y'all saw my cup, it's been ginger ale, but it's not just ginger ale.
That too. Remember mine was hissing last time? You can laugh, Tom. You can laugh. What?
I'm about sick of you and that fucking hiss. Lucifer, you and this fucking hiss.
Don't you gonna stop bringing the devil into this?
Cause you keep fucking acting like him.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you keep fucking acting like you got me cursing it in the first few minutes.
See,
I don't even think we went 60 seconds in.
We haven't. We're demonetized.
Dear God.
All right, cut that out, Destiny. We really starting. I'm so sorry we're wasting your time today. God bless you.
We're not wasting time. Keep that shit in. I don't give a fuck. You know how many episodes I cuss at the beginning of the episode?
Yeah, but we need to be off to a clean start.
We all right for right now.
Girl, we're gonna have to get used to being in practice by the time, because it's time to charge. We've been giving them quality content for a long time for the free. Okay. Yes. I was thinking about that I said, well, Adam, you think about, you've been serving the public for a while.
Yo, don't get this quality with this cussing in it, okay? There's gonna be quality, good, home, down, bound, round, town.
Come on down with your ginger snap. You and Chrissy with the ginger snap.
You hear me? Cold brown.
It's us with the colors for me. Come on, bitch.
Cold brown with these bird sounds.
I finally stepped out of my shell.
It's the bottle for me.
Yes.
Straight bottle. Bitch, you see her?
It's good.
Bitch, she said, I'm a savage.
I'm sorry, y'all. My cup got a little bit of coffee in it from earlier. I couldn't do the 1-2.
Bitch, she said. I can't even get
I'm trying to cover the label. I'm trying to be a lady, but y'all making it hard. Y'all making it hard.
Girl,
I knew you was gonna start with me today. I said, Lord, please prepare me.
I didn't even complain the story. I said, I'm chilling.
No, you ain't.
I did.
No, you ain't. I'm not chilling. I'm sorry. I'm not. I had a good week. Bitch, I'm here.
I'm glad you had a good week.
Well, come here, little mama. Come here.
Well, before we get into how good your week was, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Welcome back, y'all. Clearly, we are happy to be here.
And happy to be here.
Welcome to another episode of Toeachhisownpodcast. I'm one of your hosts, the controversial one, Chrissy.
And it is I, Anna, the other authentic one.
And together we are Toeachhisown. So how was your week, friend? Clearly it was a good one. Did you get some dick this week?
Oh my God, no. I'm glad you think highly of me and you want that for me, but no, I did not.
I do. I would like that for you. I would like that for everyone around me.
All right, yes. As Chrissy always says, everyone deserves sex. I don't believe in that, but however.
I don't know why you don't. I believe everyone deserves sex. When you want it, you should get it. If you got it,
when you want it, yeah, for sure.
Well, I know
but still, some people that want it don't be deserving it.
It should always be available when you want or need it.
Oh, wow. Oh, you have faith in the people.
I do have faith in people because everybody got a little somebody that they can call up. Everybody has somebody like that. I don't care who you are. You could be big, small, ugly, skinny, tall. Short, everybody has somebody that they can call on the, you know what I'm saying, whether you want to call them or not. We was just briefly talking about this off camera. Like, everybody has somebody that they can call.
I agree. For the most part, yeah, you're right. You're not wrong.
I know.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad you had a good week, friend. You didn't get no dick, but what happened? Was there anything exciting this week? Anything you want to share?
A couple of outings.
Okay. That's nice. That's real nice.
That's it.
Okay. Well, you did more than me, bitch. I tell you that.
I'm crying. It took a lot. A bitch is honestly, low key, I'm tired, girl. I'm tired. I did a lot of driving this week. It was crazy. I said, yo, I done been driving.
But it wasn't from being in no damn
100 miles a day. That's crazy. When you think about it, like almost 100 miles a day is crazy. I ain't gonna say 100. Like damn near like probably to the 60-ish miles a day. That's a lot. That's a lot of driving. for one person. Okay, that's a lot. But I have been having fun. I'm glad. I'm looking forward to this weekend because it's my motherfucking girlfriend's birthday.
Yeah, shout out to my fucking sister. By the time y'all see this, it'll be her birthday and it'll be my niece's birthday coming up. Happy 16th birthday to my niece and happy birthday to my sister. Shout out to all you October motherfuckers.
Period. Okay.
All you spooky babies. All you Halloween hoes.
All you Scorpio mother scutters.
Yeah, whatever y'all sign is, I don't get into that. But yeah, whatever y'all are.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I'm happy. Yeah. Trying to figure out why I'm a, shake and move.
And you want to breathe, stretch, shake. Let it go. Well, let's go ahead and get into the what's going on in the streets and see what's popping.
We are violating.
Where is
your
violating?
cup? Where's
My
your
cup is right here.
Okay, well, we didn't cheers, so get it.
You in this bottle, you gonna have to calm down now. You can know how to terms
I'm trying
with this bottle.
to stick to the T-hole code.
First of all, we ain't did the cheers in about 4 months.
First of all, yes, we did. Cheers, and don't you dare.
Diamond, my line.
That's because we didn't have no liquor. But we got liquor today. Ain't no reason we shouldn't be cheersing. And you know damn well we don't even move like that. You take a drink, I take a sip, we take a sip, sip, bitch.
Top bottle. This bitch nickname for the show gonna be Top Shelf.
You see that? Good shit.
Cold. You know what? Down. Don't laugh in the bed. Okay? This is not fucking funny.
This is how we act on a regular basis.
Because she is misbehaving. And y'all think it's me that misbehaves on a regular basis? She is misbehaving. Do you hear me?
Like that. She's fucking lying.
The devil is a liar.
Let me go into this note.
Let's go ahead and get into what's going on in the street before Adriana proceeds.
I just had to drag my name out for somebody earlier. That's the funny part. Because it was like, is it I?
Well, it's I-N-A because technically A is the letter of your first name.
It is, but it's the what's it called?
It just depends on the way you enunciate.
It's why it's the difference between long A and short A.
That's true, but I think sometimes it depends on the culture. White people normally say I, and we normally say A.
Everybody. It doesn't matter the color. They always say Adriana.
Really? I normally hear them say I.
Yes, I've noticed. I noticed that, but probably because it's my name. But everybody, white, black, don't matter. Adriana. The only people that get my name right is the native Spanish speakers. That's it, literally.
That's because you have a Spanish name.
Which one? What was her name? Adrian.
That's because she has a Spanish name.
I've had people, but people call me Adrian all the time.
Adriana is a Spanish name. Adriana is a Spanish name.
Adriana Lima was the baddest Victoria's Secret model there was.
Like, you have a Spanish name, deal with it.
I do. And I still...
You fucking half Dominican. You have to deal with it.
Come on. Here you go with this. Stop doing it. Don't do that. You're going to be lying to these people. Don't do that. Prima.
Primos and primas. Okay? Holla at us. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and get into what's going on. So, first of all right, this first thing. What's going on in the streets this week? Philadelphia has welcomed the portal.
Yeah.
First of all, I had no idea this portal was in the making.
Me either.
I don't know if I thought I was the only one. I said, damn, do I live under a rock? Oh shit. I'm like, I know I don't. Why didn't I know about this?
No.
So, Philadelphia has a portal that is down built in Love Park, and the groundbreaking technology visually connects to Dublin, Ireland, Vilnius, Lithuania, and Lublin, Portland in real time. So pretty much it's like having a free fall FaceTime call with, the countries that it's connected to. One, what's the point? Why did we have to waste our money on this? And two, if we did, why didn't we vote on which countries that we wanted to connect to?
I understand.
Because personally, I would have wanted to connect to Jamaica or some sort of Caribbean country. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be with the vibes.
Because I'm so amazed at how they're like really underneath.
I feel you on that, but I want to be connected to the vibes, okay?
I mean, did I say that? Australia? Yeah.
You said Antarctica. Which one you want?
I'm having a moment. Yeah, Australia. You know that flight is
I want to
super
be
long.
connected to one of the Caribbean islands, like the fuck
Me
I
too.
said. I need to be out there when the goddamn parades is going on.
Indubitably.
That's what we should have been able to get a vote.
Yes,
on
I agree.
who we wanted to
My
be connected
tax
to.
dollars, bitch.
Okay, bitch, I know
told
you
you?
lied to me. So I don't appreciate that, but apparently people have been down there having a ball. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They've been excited and on both ends.
Yeah.
And you know, I guess it's a thing. But my thing is, y'all gonna have people down there all day and all night long because you know it's different time zones and things like that within the countries. So people just gonna be out there. It's just gonna be crowds of people in Love Park 24 hours a day.
They've already been
all
having
the time.
dates out there.
Dates.
Yes, I was crying laughing earlier.
As the dating app.
I was crying laughing earlier. Like, so which one of y'all motherfuckers talking about y'all been doing a date out there? And a lot of people was coming like, yeah.
Not y'all using the portal as a dating app, bitch. I never even thought about that.
That is funny to me. Now that's some funny shit. But people have been using that as like a date spot, apparently. A link.
What if you go and you see somebody?
Like, damn, who that is in the bed? Tap him on his shoulder.
Like, you
hey,
know,
sexy
how Michael Jackson did it? He said,
I'm hollering. Like, say that nigga on his shoulder.
I don't even approach men, but I was talking to this bitch one day. She was like, bitch, you better start approaching these niggas.
Bitch, I've been telling you that for years.
But
what you mean?
Me
Regular
too.
conversation? What the fuck y'all mean? How?
really? Not with your personality. I must know a different side of you then.
I'll kiki.
Okay.
That's how.
Me
easy-
too.
That's,
Me too.
That's
the
literally
foot in.
what it is.
I don't know when to turn it. Motherfuckers think I'm flirting, I'm not. It's just
Oh.
Same with me, but when when I'm flirting, cause nigga, I'ma say, so what's up? Put your number in my phone, or vice versa. What the fuck? It's real straight. It's just real straight to the point. After we didn't kiki for a while, if I feel like I want to kiki a little longer.
It's crazy
So
because
what you doing after this?
no, honestly, like, and it's so funny because I was just
Pepper?
talking to somebody. He was like, females really, they're like the ones that are super
We're
aggressive
more
that
bolder
approach.
than them.
Sometimes that they don't have no game. So I'm like, damn. I'm like,
It's
so
not,
when you
I don't need no game. I'm flat out.
no, but it's about. But see, you probably really do, low key, because it's about how you approach a man. I was just talking to a man about this. Let me just tell you, and he was like, some of these bitches be like a pit bull. He was like, damn, bitch, damn, give me a minute, like.
I don't think I've never had that
and I think
reaction.
that's only that's I feel like, but I had to make it a point to say like that's probably only when you're not necessarily attracted to them. Because I'm like, if you know she bad as shit and she say something to you, you don't give a fuck. She could have said the sky's blue. You gonna be like, bitch, what? 267. Exactly.
Now I'm
Because
let's be
it
clear. I'm
depends.
not just walking up to a guy like, "What up, Slim? How you doing? Can we get busy?" No. I'm not doing that. Like you said, it's the key is a foot in. So after we have key for a while, and you find that that pose more that moment that feels comfortable, and like, oh, so da. You can say exchange numbers. What you're doing later, excuse me, and that's just it. Like I said, I don't got no game. I'm just real straightforward.
Okay, bitch. All right.
I'll kiki a nigga out his drawers.
Yeah,
It's the
laugh
kiki.
you worried about them.
It's the key out the drawer to me.
Show you back teeth with me.
All 32,
The Mrs.
what it do? All 32, what it do? Yes, I like that.
I'm cracking the fucking. First of all, how did we get here?
Oh yeah, I
We
don't
done
even
went
know.
from the portal.
To this. Because
You know
people was
what?
going on dates to the portal. Let's get back to this.
All right,
It was
we're
a
gonna
general-
get back on track, y'all.
Wait, I'm
But
not mad at it, though.
I'm not listening.
I'm not mad.
Guys, enjoy the portal. I'm not necessarily mad at it. I just feel like we should have had a vote on it or more say so on it if this
Yeah.
is something that y'all was going to bring to the table. Also, again, what's the purpose, what's the intent behind it? Is this something that was just like was this a start off, or you guys are going to be, doing this in other countries? Clearly it's in other countries as well, but like, how are we going to be really playing this?
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree. I feel where you're coming from, for sure. So,
I guess moving forward, more technology, I guess.
It's all technology because a lot has been happening. So our name is Computer Love. So according to futurologist Dr. Ian Pearson, women could increasingly turn to robots for intimacy within the next decade. So they predicted by like 2050, robot partners may surpass like human interaction, like human relationships.
So you trying to tell me that they think that in the next 25 years,
women,
that women are going to prefer robot partners over human?
Hear me out. I see where their angle is coming from. The way that these bitches rant and rave over the roles, I was gonna say that. But you wanna know what's crazy? I just had a conversation. I just had a 20-minute conversation
talking about how it's like it's overstimulating. I feel like it was a fad during the pandemic.
I just heard that somebody brought one and she threw it out immediately. Yeah, she was like, no.
I hear a lot of that. So
I've never even engaged in it.
Me either.
I'm not a toy girl. I'm just put that out there. I'm not. I need human body, human breath, human feeling.
I like human physical contact.
Me too.
First of all, you're not gonna give me no cold ass metal robot. I don't think that would ever be a fucking thing for me.
Yeah, no.
First of all, imagine a robot trying to tickle your clit. That's not gonna even be comfortable.
What?
You feel me?
Like
the only thing that's gonna happen is your nipples gonna get hard because the fucking metal gonna be cold as shit from him laying on top of you.
Right.
Like the fuck.
It's not for me. I must admit,
like
it's not for me.
Like you gonna be cold up here, cold and cold down there.
Yeah.
Like no.
This ain't
scared of the self-dropping chords.
Oh,
that too. But I just feel like a robot at one point gonna malfunction, and you not about to like finger me or tickle me to death. I just feel like what you gonna do with a robot? We're just gonna put a condom on and fuck you. What if it like malfunction? Like
even less detailed and intimate than that. Something as simple as me programming you to do my house chores. What if you decide you want to call all your little other robot friends and y'all take over my shit?
That's not necessarily intimate partner. That's a maid.
But people want to program them to do simple shit like clean the house.
That's some lazy ass shit.
And fix
As Americans,
stuff,
we have
like
become super fucking lazy to come up with some shit like this. But that's what they feel like
robots are for. Ever since the days of the Jetsons, you got to think. The Jetsons made people feel and think a certain kind of way. And it's like, now that this time period is here. So because y'all can't
enslave people no more, you want to create something that you can make do what you want.
That they don't have to make their lifestyle easier. It's all about convenience for people. Think about everything in the market is about convenience.
Laziness.
What is easier? Yes.
Laziness.
Yes. We know this already though, Chrissy. We know this.
And it's sickening.
It is. Anymore.
Moving on.
By 2050, bitches are going to be seeking out robots for romantic partners.
We won't.
Honestly, no. We won't. But how popular the rose is to the rest of the people, because I hear people rant and rave about the rose. Y'all clitoris is going to fall off.
I've heard they already have. That's why they threw them away.
Yeah.
I've heard this. That's why I say I think that fad at this point has sort of went away. Because you definitely don't. I haven't heard as many people talk about it and rant about it no more. I've heard more people talking about throwing them away. Mm-hmm. Y'all done work them clitorises to death.
To the bone.
That roast beef meat is tired.
Arby's. Go meats.
Y'all done chop that salmon up. It's tired, bitch.
Roast beef.
Y'all done bake that bitch and it fell off the skin. Next.
So, a 14.
Tom, stop laughing. I'm serious. It did fall.
A 14.
It fell off.
London Bridge is falling down. So, a 14-year-old boy fell in love with the Game of Thrones chat GPT, then killed himself after the AI app told him to come hold her. To come home to her.
Now, I saw some comments saying, do you blame the child for already being a little insane, or do you blame the parents?
For not recognizing that their child had a insecure emotional attachment to things that they shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's a mixture of the two for me, honestly.
I think so too.
This blew my mind. Not blew my mind, but it was just like, damn.
This just made me think about why in our generation growing up, that when, games and we went from our playing our Sega Genesis on the TV to handheld compatibles, why our parents didn't want us to be delved into technology so much. Oh, it's going to ruin your brain. This exactly reminds me of that, because it absolutely will.
No, seriously.
Engage in it too much.
And a woman commented, she was like, this just proves that we're entirely too attached to these rectangular devices.
Yep.
And somebody else said, this proves that we don't touch grass enough. That too. Yep. That too. Because we was forced to go outside and play till we got sweaty and smelled like puppies and had strawberries on both knees. Okay,
well, you can't. And I think that's important. Says, go and get in the shower because you smell like outside.
Yep. My mom used to run my bath literally, like, y'all not coming in here.
It's to run the bath at me.
Yeah, she used to draw a bath for me. Get your black ass in the tub. Thank you. I love you, Mom. Thank you.
And then make you scrub the ring from around you when you was finished. When you done.
Yep. But yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. And rest in peace to that. Rest in peace to that child. I feel very bad for the family because it's like, man, you gotta go through like planning a funeral and questioning themselves, and who knows what the parents are feeling and going through. It's probably a myriad of things, but I just feel like at the end of the day, like, parents out there, I know I'm not a mom, whatever that may mean to you or lack thereof. Okay, please check in with your kids. Make sure that they have people to lean on. Make sure that they have a support system, and make sure that they're interacting with people so they don't feel like they need to rely on technology solely. Amen. That is important. Stop giving them the tablet sometimes. I know they be crying and shit, but stop giving it to them sometimes. Get your ass out there and play football with them in the fucking front yard, bitch. Thank you. Get dirty. Amen. Get grass stains.
Amen.
Okay. What else do we have here? Oh, last and not least. This was so cute to me and funny because I felt like she was so right. So I'm going to let this entire video play and I'm going to shout her out. So let me just look at her name real quick. So her name was Atia Nadira. She had this shit down to a science. So I named this segment Big City Family Tree. She had this shit down to a science, and I thought it was so interesting how she did this, because as a person who travels and has been to some of these cities that she mentioned, I concur with her. So I'm going to let this play. And
my exact comment was, I'm mad this made so much sense.
It did. It did, though. So I'm gonna let this play. Oh, no, not the headphone catching wind of it and not my phone. So we're going to let this play all over again. Sorry. It was catching my headphone. I don't know. It's not playing.
Houston is Atlanta's little sister. Dallas is our big brother. LA is our they-them cousin with blue hair. LA's daddy is Las Vegas. Okay, now New York is Atlanta's divorced parents. Follow me now. New York is two people. A mom and a dad. That's divorced. Chicago is our uncle on our daddy's side, as in New York's brother, Chicago. Okay, now DC is our auntie, is our bougie auntie on our mother's side. You follow me? Okay, stay with me now. Now, Philly is Atlanta's rowdy, ratchet ass cousin.
Like, why do we have to be together, cousins?
Philly is DC's son. Okay, Boston is our grandpappy. Boston is Atlanta's grandfather. You get what I'm saying? Okay, now New Orleans is Atlanta's grandmother. And New Orleans has a country-ass son named Mobile. You feel me?
Alabama.
Which makes Mobile Atlanta's uncle, but he's the uncle we don't let at the family gatherings. You get what I'm saying? Miami is our baby auntie. Now, Miami doesn't have any children. She is out living her best life. She's in her white couch era. Just to clarify, Miami is Mobile's sister, his baby sister, and New Orleans' youngest daughter. Anyway, American cities have a big family, so if you want to hear the rest of the states, let me know. I'll do a part 2.
Only thing I didn't agree with, I felt like Philly should have been not DC, Philly is never DC's offspring. If anything, it's the other way around.
I agree. That's
big
the only
Philly. Fuck you talking about.
Yeah, I agree. I was like, but the ghetto ass cousin part on the mom's side
was correct.
100%
correct.
That was absolutely.
And she couldn't have nailed LA any harder than a fucking contractor who been doing this shit for 60 years.
Bitch. And Auntie Miami, she said she's in her white couch era. She's the baby auntie. She's the baby sister. She ain't got no kids. That was
and it's completely opposite for me and my family because I'm the oldest and I'm the one who ain't got no, you know how they go.
Oh, that was so on point. I loved
it. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was cracking up. I saw that at like 3 a.m. I was cracking up. Like, yo, she's so right. Like, and how did she come up with this? And what made her
think about it?
Think of these cities.
Idea.
But
it just got me in the mood to book a trip and be a city girl.
Me too.
So you know me, I'm big out in the streets. Me and my best friend been talking. I'm big outside, yo.
Well, bitch, just say the word because the probation.
I'm back outside.
It just done.
I'm back outside. I'm starting my shit, honey, and I ain't gonna let them get me
Right behind. I'm gonna be right behind you. Bitch, we talk about this off camera.
No, I'm so serious.
I see the box. You look like Brad. I see you.
Everybody always says, "What is it about my fucking eyes?"
You have your dad's eyes.
Everybody,
you know, you look like you know.
I can say it.
You have your mom's eyes.
It's
at the
about
same
what
time,
they
you have your
say,
dad's
though.
eyes too. But it's your mannerisms and the way your faces that you make. You look like your dad.
Let me tell you real fast, a quick
But you
story.
look like
real
Sissy with
quick.
this fucking ginger blonde wig through and through, bitch.
Bitch, fuck
this is
you.
Sissy the sequel. And congratulations to my motherfucking Foster Bob.
Oh yeah,
She just stepped out the hood.
don't tell them what she was though, because I might be a little bit
Oh
embarrassed.
no,
that it went
I'm
down
not
the
giving
line.
them that. No, she just stepped out the hood.
She
Thank
stepped
you.
out the hood, and that's all she
And
did.
that's it.
I ain't gonna
And
give you.
congratulations.
I ain't gonna give you too much, cause mom.
None of that. That's my motherfucking Foster Bob.
That's all I'm gonna say is mom. But real quick though, no, it's something about my eyes. Look, so real quick though, recently, right? I have a mask where I wear a mask during the day, a face mask, right? So I was having a conversation with somebody and he asked me something and I paused before I gave him an answer. And the other person that was in the room was like, yeah, because you look like you was about to say no. But I only had my mask. I was like, how the fuck could you tell through my eyes that I looked like I was about to say no? And I was about to say no. I said, I did ass was about to say no, though. Like, I had to be honest and say, I'm like, what is it about my fucking eyes that you could tell? I'm like, why is it that you could read my eyes? I'm like, nigga, all you saw was my eyes. How could you tell I was about to say no? Like, what was it that you could read that said that shit? What
body
is it
language.
about my eyes that said that shit?
It's crazy because recently people have been like people I've come across that have been like
Bitch,
tuning
now
into
I
the
wanna
show.
be like Ray
I
Charles.
don't know,
I
for
wanna
whatever
work-
reason, they're so interested to know how the dynamics of me and her situation, our friendship work because of my personality
What you
versus
mean?
her personality.
What
Because
you
when
mean?
they
They
watch the
think we real
show,
friends or something?
people can't believe it. Bitch, I've known her since she was 17, I was 18. We are now aunties.
So do y'all think we just came together and decided to just make a podcast?
Ain't no
We
way.
just
Think
two
about her
random ass
personality
people?
and how that works.
So like, now first of all, bitch, I'm offended because I feel like they're
Don't be
just trying to
offended.
say that like I'm just that dark,
Deep.
and under fucking whelming
No, not underwhelming.
that
Not underwhelming.
you
no.
wouldn't be friends with me.
Not like that. Not underwhelming. They just think
Not
that
underwhelming
probably
in that
because
sense,
we
but
both
like
have
that
such
deep
big
and
personalities.
dark, like
we have big personalities. We
That's
do.
the big personality.
We
bitch,
both
I'm
have
offended.
big person. We both have. No, I think you're looking at it the wrong way. For me, the way it came across,
Well,
'cause
make me look at it the right way, cause bitch, I'm offended.
the way it came across to me, I'm gonna give her a Wolverine scratch again because she deserves it. But anyway, the way it came across to me personally was that we both have very big personalities in different ways, and because they've met me in person actually, but they don't know you in person. They just know what they see on the screen and what's clipped up. They don't know you personally. People probably would be really surprised to meet you in person, and I always say that. I think it's so funny. I'm like, if you actually met her in person, you probably would get exactly why we have a podcast together. That's always been my response. Like, that's been my dog since I was 18 years old. They don't know you, bitch. And I always say that in favor of you.
They don't. They don't fucking know
I
me.
be holding
I'm
you
glad they
down.
don't fucking.
I be holding you down.
Friend behind my back. I'm glad you hold me down, friend.
Don't be trying to play my fucking friend. I know she not everybody's shot of whiskey.
No, I'm not.
However,
But I'm this one's.
anywho.
Living in the Shadow was an understanding narcissistic supply. It narrates the griping tale of a person who endured a harmful relationship, providing deep insights into their path through manipulation, emotional mistreatment, and the destructive impact of narcissism. You know y'all love that word. The book delves into the idea of narcissistic supply, illuminating the ways in which people can be ensnared in patterns of dominance and exploitation. Through the protagonist's experience, the story offers guidance for recovery, self-realization, and reclaiming power, acting as both a warning and encouragement for those facing comparable struggles. So once again, that is Living in the Shadow, Understanding the Narcissistic Supply by Erwin Pendleton. The book is available on Amazon Kindle as well, so both hardcover and audiobook. So you guys go check that out. I actually had quite a few conversations with him, and I didn't realize at this time it was during his writing process, and I didn't realize he was writing a book. We were talking about his experiences, and he went through a lot. So looking at it from both angles, both men and women, this is a male writing from his perspective, but this is about the situations he went through with a woman.
And honestly, I don't even know. A woman might be scarier. Narcissism. Because I know quite a few women who have dealt
deep
with men who are narcissistic, and it's been deep, dark, and heavy.
So dealing with a woman who's a narcissist,
woman is just like, oh.
Listen, just knowing a little bit of his personal story,
Crazy.
Trust me, it's a good read. I'm getting a book for myself. I already told him I was supporting whether I got a chance to crack it open or not. I'm definitely going to read it because I definitely want to see how he explored it through it from beginning to end in his eyes. So go check the book out, you guys.
And while we're here, I'm sorry, I just want to do a little tidbit. Shout out to my girlfriend Lana Adams. I definitely just went to her film premiere weeks ago. I just want to highlight it. I actually wore the t-shirt in last week's episode. And it's about a story of a man who went to jail for 42 years for no reason. Mr. David Bryant. She did a short film documentary. It's her first film that she know that shit.
I love me a good documentary.
She did an excellent job. Your homie was there. We linked. We said what's up. It just really, it brought us to tears. By the time we was done, if the film wasn't even an hour long, I don't think, and everybody was crying in there joint. It was crazy. Like grown men was like on the edge of their chair, like, yo, I really feel like I'm ready to cry because this man really went through so much. But shout out to Mr. David Bryant and him telling his story about how he was wrongfully convicted of a crime that he did not commit. And shout out to you, Lana, for your accomplishments, and just keep going. I'm proud of you, girl. Go ahead, girl.
Double Bosses of the Week.
Okay.
Double play.
Sorry, I had to shout my girlfriend out because she did a very good job on that film.
It's not Tuesday. If it's not Tuesday, we listen to this. Oh, well.
But let's slide into the topics.
Dun, dun, dun.
I thought that this was interesting because I'm laughing because this conversation can go either way. It depends on who you're talking to for me. For me personally, I see both sides of the coin. So I named this Negative Nathans. And there was a post that was made, of course, because we be on social media all the time and we have conversations. And, sometimes shit just be happening. So, someone tweeted, another person tweeted after that, and another person tweeted after that. So the first tweet goes, I'm instantly turned off by a man that has very negative opinions about women, even if it doesn't apply to me. Something very nasty and misogynistic about that spirit that never sat well with me. And then the person replied to her tweet and said, asking a man about Meg will tell you everything that you need to know. And then the next person replied to that and said, asking a man you're interested in about a celebrity for compatibility? ?
That last statement, I didn't take it that way. The last person who tweeted that said asking a man about a celebrity for compatibility, immediately I went to the instance where she was shot. Where, it was a lot of back and forth between men and women about, whether she was shot at that whole alleged incident or whatever the case may be. I instantly thought about that when it said ask a man about Meg and it'll tell you everything that you need to know.
Mm-hmm. I can understand that.
So I didn't think about it from a celebrity standpoint at all.
So that's why it makes it so much more interesting to me. That's why I felt like it was important to discuss this, because a lot of men were responding to that very part of the thread. And it was interesting to read the comments because, girl, let me go to the comments so y'all can hear what the general consensus was regarding this. I think some niggas I know in the comments. It's crazy. So it was like,
oh dear.
As soon as I get the signs that you are motivated by celebrities, I'm dumbing shit down and just trying to hit.
Motivated by celebrities.
And this is a woman. This is so bird brainish to me. Never deal with a man who always agrees with everything women do. That man is more of a danger to you than the man who has no problem with saying things that he doesn't like about women. Another woman said, y'all make it like it's about the actual celebrity. It's about how they view the situation the celebrity was in. Everything goes over your head. And then another person said, I agree. I had this man talk so bad about single mothers and I'm not even a mother. And you know what's funny? He was raised by a single mother and loves his mom. That's just to give you a little tidbit about, like, the comments really like it gets even deeper than that. But and I saw one of my exes in the comments. That's what made it so funny for me. Honestly.
Did they say something that upset you or something that you agreed with?
They said something that I didn't personally agree with. But I do see the other side of the coin. Because it's like, I see how some people think differently, they do. And I just have to, I'm trying to get into a space where I can respect that part of the process.
I mean, well, yeah, clearly, because it was two ways to take that statement. Some people take it as a celebrity and some people went automatically to her situation. So.
Absolutely. So, and I think that's exactly where he went with it. Like, if you're sitting here comparing your life to a celebrity, you already lost. You think, because it is a general consensus that a lot of people have this false sense of, I need to be treated like or live my life like how these celebrities do. And that's baby. We are in a different tax bracket. We don't get exposed to the same things that they get exposed to, nor do we have the same experiences as them. Simply because we don't have the same income as them. We're not in the same circles. We're not in, it's just different for them.
Some people don't even have the same driver motivation as them. Let's just start there.
There you go.
You just want to sit around and have a fucking handout and want somebody to give you something.
Absolutely.
And you think your lifestyle was just supposed to be bomb off of the way
other people move.
Or the way
and how you look.
Like, girl, guy.
Or present yourself.
Have a seat.
Several. But see, that's the reason why I felt like this was important to discuss, because it's like, while I see where she's coming from initially with the first comment saying like, if a man tells you, like, if they double down on like, oh, she ain't get shot, or like she's lying, or like they feel like they on like completely on Tory's side and fuck Megan. A lot of women take offense to that because they feel like, first of all, she was shot. Okay, cool. Second of all, women have to go through so much to even be believed when something happens to them, whether it be assault or like sexual assault. Let's be real. It's the general consensus. It is. It's just like, and then if you wait a long time to say anything, like, honestly, I just had someone disclose something to me and I couldn't, like, literally, I was sitting there like, and she prefaced it with, I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I'm just telling you this because it happened to me and I just feel like I'm in the mood to just like vent about it right now. And that's okay with me. That's fine. A lot of people feel like I'm a safe space, and I don't know for what reason, and I've always said this, like, Chrissy knows this about me. Like, I say this to her all the time. Like, sometimes people just like strangers will tell me the deepest, darkest things about them. I don't know why. And I just listen. I don't judge. I just listen, because sometimes people just need you to listen to them. And it really fucked my head up to think that how evil people, when you hear some of the shit that people been through, how evil people are. And it's just like, who are we to discredit what she went through? We weren't there. That's fair enough to say for me. So if this woman says she got shot.
That's where I'm at with it. I'm like,
I wasn't there.
Head, I'm at, if you have enough emotion, not even gall, if you got enough emotion to even defend for it that hard, like, oh, she wasn't shot. First of all, neither one of us was there. If you even give a fuck that much to have that much of an opinion about it to the point where it arises that much emotion out of you, get your bitch ass out my face. And that's where I'm at. Like, we don't even need to go any further into conversation. It's like, it's not that fucking deep. Neither one of us were there. Neither one of us have anything to do with it. Like, why do you have that much emotion invested into this opinion about it? Like, it's not that fucking serious. Like, yeah, you can think what you want, but for you to get all riled up and to buck the fuck up on me about a bitch who don't even know you or me. Cause bitch, if I style in on your motherfucking ass, then what you gonna do? Okay, and that's just personally how I feel about a situation like that in general. I'm like, I wouldn't even be entertaining nobody who go that hard on some shit like that. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
That's why I felt like this was like really essential to mention, because it's like, if you are a person that feels strongly, regardless of what side you're on, like.
It kind of irritates me when people go that hard about celebrities, period, anyway.
But at the very same time, just to play devil's advocate, because I do see both sides. Like, I feel like this is one of the most evenly killed topics in a long time for me. Because I see both sides equally. It's just like, I don't think I'm about to compare my life to a celebrity. Like, however, this is an instance where this was something that was in the news. It was a real life situation.
And it still ain't nothing to fuck to do with you.
It leads to conversation, and it leads to provoked thought. It leads me to have conversation with people. It leads me to really know. You can judge not just saying that you can or you can't. You can see a person how they process shit in their brain, how they respond to things based on situation. It don't even have to be a celebrity. It could be just by someone else.
I was just about to say that, and I do believe that if situation,
you're not so hung up on the celebrity part,
right?
Yes.
That's what I'm about to say, and I do believe that if that whole Meg Tory situation,
if it was their cousin, they would feel different.
I'm about to say, I believe if it was a regular person on the street, you probably would think that it was the other way around.
Let's be real here.
I'm glad we literally was saying this.
Because nigga, if that was your cousin or your sister or your mother, God forbid it was your mom that you love so much, you're riding on everybody. Fuck y'all, my mom got shot, and that's it.
Man, fuck y'all niggas. No.
But for real, on a real serious note, so that's where I'm like, oh, this is a good topic. I'm like, oh wow. I'm like, because I could see
ultimately,
both sides.
yeah, it's not that deep. I'm glad you can because I can. I cannot.
You can't?
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I just said what I said. Because I cannot. If it's not that fucking deep. Like in bottom line, like we just said, if that was your cousin, you wouldn't feel the same way. So if it's a celebrity, why you got that much emotion into it to even care that fucking much? You feel how you gonna feel, but feel fair about it. And if you're not gonna feel fair about it, shut the fuck up. We don't need your public opinion.
I feel like you feel the same way I feel, but you're just not thinking of it the same way as me, and that's okay. Because you just described exactly what I was just saying in a nutshell. Like you did, though. You did. Because I'm just like, if it's 6 in one hand and half a dozen in the other, basically.
I mean, I guess I didn't necessarily look at it as seeing it as both sides. I felt like it was more so one sided. I mean, I could be wrong though.
Because you're saying, in essence, it's because I feel like the celebrity part is why niggas are so
choosing
hung up
to go so hard over. Okay,
you see what I'm saying in that aspect. So that's where I was coming from with it. But to each his own.
And either way,
hashtag.
Shut the fuck up if you not gonna ride for it the right way.
Shut up, bitch. But anywho,
get in.
Yes, that's my shit. So let's slide and ease our way to the second topic.
Which one is this?
Girl.
Let me see. Did I pick this one?
I did. I named this, What's Your Status? Because this blew my black ass mind. I'm going to let this whole entire video play. And I don't know this woman's name, none of that. But before I play this, I'm going to give her all credit for putting her business out there on social media. Because this is what she felt like she wanted to do. I don't know why you couldn't share it with somebody else that you're jumping in the hay with, but you told the whole internet. That is an oxymoron in itself. So with that being said, that's how you let the beat build, bitch.
Right. So just to quickly preface it real fast, it is a woman, and she is talking about living with a status of HIV, and she discusses why she feels as though she is not obligated or responsible to share her status to anybody who shows romantic interest in her.
So let's see what she has to say. Sorry, I don't know why I just cut it off.
Positive. Disclosure is my choice. When I disclose and how I disclose and who I disclose to is up to me. I find it so crazy how people are telling me that I need to disclose before I go on a date, that I need to disclose before I kiss somebody. This is the craziest one. Before I even tell them my name. It's not happening. I don't think that it's my responsibility to tell someone that I'm HIV positive if they are treating me as if I'm not. Your health is your responsibility. Adopt the mindset of medical practitioners. Assume that everyone has something until they prove to you that they do not. Why are you kissing a stranger or trying to kiss a stranger that you just met? Why are you trying to have intercourse with someone raw that you just met? You don't know me from a hole in a wall. Why are you trying to put your thing inside of me without any kind of protection? Why do I have to be the one to say, hey, chill out, I'm HIV positive, instead of you asking, taking the time to know me, get to know me, let's go get tested together if you want to take the next step. Why do I have to be the one protecting you from yourself? No, baby, that is not my responsibility. And I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, love you, bye.
She not wrong.
I mean, I thought it was just me.
She not wrong. People may not like the way that she said it, like, no, it's not my responsibility to protect you, but she's not wrong. It's our own individual responsibility to protect ourselves. So whatever actions that you take, instead of, getting to know something a little further, you have to suffer the consequences of whatever actions it is that you take. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's consequences, sometimes it's something good. Mm-hmm. But neither here nor there, you have to accept it based on the choice that you make and the decisions that you make, bottom line. Mm-hmm. I would, like she said, before you even know my fucking name, or if we're just going on a date, if I was her, I wouldn't either. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Unless we're actually going to take that fucking step, I shouldn't have that conversation. And realistically, shit, with the way that the drugs out here is with AIDS and HIV, as long as she protecting herself using the condom, she shouldn't have to tell you anything.
I see where you're coming from with that. That's where my head went too. What's interesting is I literally just had a conversation with somebody recently, right? That's
I mean, I like what I said, but whatever.
And they told me they don't ever ask anyone for paperwork. They simply just trust them. Right? You're leaving entirely.
Okay.
My response was, you're leaving entirely too much. Is it just me?
No,
you're leaving entirely too much trust in someone that you do not know.
Yeah,
just like you don't know who I've been with. I don't know who you've been with. So what's the harm? If I'm trusting you with my body, what's the harm in me asking you? How are you offended that somebody's asking you for paperwork?
I mean,
how do you feel like it's weird that somebody has never
asked nobody?
Not even that. Not even that.
Crazy.
It was offended. I'm just saying that because that was a point in the conversation that I made. I'm like, okay. You see, I'm like, some people actually get offended by that. Like when you ask them for paperwork, I'm like, and that should be a red flag for people. However, this person disclosed that, for me, that's crazy. I'm like, the person was like, for me, like, I've never asked. However, like, I wouldn't be offended if somebody asked me for it, but I've never, personally, that's never been a question since I've been fucking. I said, how?
For me.
I said, how? And luckily, and they were like, well, I must be doing something right because luckily I've never had, contracted anything. I said, you're lucky. That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Yeah,
I said, but to me personally.
But you are out here living dangerously. I'm just saying. Now, we're all adults. We all make the decisions that we want to make. That's not all.
Is it just me?
We're not going to all sit in this room and act like we never had unprotected sex before.
Right.
That's not the case. But in the moments where we made those decisions, we decided to trust those people in that moment. Now, if something came to fuck up after that, we would have had to fucking deal with that. Absolutely. Because what we did, we made the decision in the fucking moment to do what we wanted to do. And that's just what it is.
An interesting fact that I learned that I want to pass on to the viewers because I feel like it's important, especially with black women. At the rate that we contract shit and at the rate that men don't go to the doctor to get a checkup, let alone a blood test.
People out here not asking.
That too. It takes 6 weeks. 6 weeks. So anything you did, you could have fucked somebody one time. It takes 6 weeks for that shit to show. So you could go 2 months without knowing that you contracted some shit. Mm-hmm. So that's why it pays to not be promiscuous. That's why it pays. Because you don't know. Now you're like, oh my, I don't know who gave me what. Certain shit, a condom not stopping.
Unfortunately.
Certain shit you can get in your throat.
Can you not?
For all my eaters. My real eaters. I'm just saying, there's a couple of them out there. I love a good tongue sleeve. But let me get up on this pulpit. Please. I'm gonna take y'all to church real quick. Pass the plate like they used to do. And them peas. Oh. I'm just saying, if you're not asking for paperwork, you're leaving entirely too much up to the universe.
I mean, at least having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's.
What is the okay? So you're saying a conversation. What does it look like?
I'm saying having a conversation in regards of at least mentioning it, bringing it up, like having a conversation about somebody being active, going to the doctors. Is this what you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? if you're not comfortable with having a conversation with show me paperwork, bring up the conversation about health in general. You know what I'm saying?
But you need to, ultimately, they need to be showing you something. And
absolutely.
Might I add, in 2024, they are selling fake lab results. They're selling fake MyChart results. So I'm going to tell you, woman to woman, because I follow a black gynecologist who was very prominent and very well known, and she is very smart, very fucking smart, and she is very on our side. Yes, if they can sell fake pregnancy tests on Amazon, think about it, sis. It's not that hard. Yes, they are selling fake lab results. So you need to make sure that man or woman who you are laying down with is logging in real time next to you. You need to see them putting their password in, and you need to see them go to their profile and pull up the results. Yes, you do. If you're not going to physically go get tested with them, make sure you're doing that. Because that's where the fuck we are in society at 2024.
Low key, that's
people go to those extents.
Because if you're going to go to the extent to pay for fake lab results, why not just go to the doctors? Like, you taking all that energy. Because people have
shit to hide. A lot of people are out here burning.
Like, yeah, like you going through
a lot of people are burning, though. They are. Like Sean Paul said, we be burning, no concern with nobody wanna say, you know? That type
but
of
it's
shit.
Crazy because even with the burning, like we all adults, we know about, different STDs and
that comes with
like
having
that.
sex.
It comes with having sex. But it's also a lot of treatment out there as well for a lot of the, the stuff that's out there. Mm-hmm. So it's like, not to say, what do you have to be ashamed about? I mean, I understand it's some shame and embarrassment in it, absolutely. But it's like, what the fuck? You gonna put somebody else at risk of being more harmed versus actually going to get yourself taken care of? That's fucking psychotic to me. And for me, that's grounds for me going to jail.
Yeah, honestly, but I do see where she's coming from. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Off
That's
the bat,
for me going
I do
to jail.
respect HIPAA. I know that is personal information being given out to other people. However, my vagina is personal.
Because at that point, you're just going around burning people intentionally. At that point, you're
going
trying
to jail.
Fucking harm me. You're assaulting me. You're trying to you committing a homicide, bitch, and that's ground for me going to jail. You a baby Charlie Sheen. You are grounds for me going to jail. Mm-hmm. Okay? Let me be very fucking clear.
Crystal. Ting ting.
Like, and I am nowhere near the toughest bitch in the world, but I am not scared to go to jail.
Over some shit like that? Fuck no. Fuck no. Bitch, I'm going to stand on all 10 toes plus these 10 fingers,
if I'm going to jail, best believe it's over something. And
real serious.
If you know me for real, you know I'm not scared to go to jail.
Yes.
But anyway.
Woo! But I'm just saying, I see where she's coming from, and I know that, like, you shouldn't. I don't think that, unless you plan on.
Don't be embarrassed about what you have. Just go get your treatment. And
take control and go get your treatment. Be serious about your sexual health. Be serious about your life in general, because you are playing with your life. Anytime that you can go off the vibes all you want to, but if somebody is so hell-bent on not showing you their results, or they're not willing to go get tested with you, that tells you all you need to know. Don't ever sit here and tell me that you're not willing to go get tested. I don't give a fuck about them test results from 3 months ago. I don't give a fuck about them test results from 30 days ago. We need to go again, bitch. Together.
I don't feel like you should. Don't be ashamed if anybody asks you. And if you are, and again, if somebody is ashamed, red flag.
Right. You should be proud to be like, oh, you know what? Oh, I got insurance. We can go get tested today. It ain't nothing. When me boss said, ain't nothing. Period.
Hello, copay, ain't that?
Exactly. That's it.
No copay, ain't that?
Right.
And if you got insurance and bitch, if you have state insurance, you have good insurance. Right. So you bitches be playing.
And
you bitches on welfare be playing. Y'all got the best fucking
and make
insurance.
Sure that you're asking for a full panel. Not because they're only going to text you for herpes simplex 1. You need to request out your mouth specifically for herpes simplex 2 as well. They will not test you for this shit unless you ask.
You niggers and niggettes with state insurance, y'all don't have no excuse.
They don't.
Because, bitch, I pay for my insurance.
Yeah, give up them tubes.
Y'all got the best fucking insurance under the state.
Under the
sun.
Sometimes
I think about going unemployed just to get state insurance. Mm-hmm. Do you fucking hear me?
They don't got to pay for shit.
I am so tempted to go on SSI so bad.
And ladies, let me give you all a little trick out of my book. A trick of the trade. Schedule your annual physical and your GYN appointment 6 months apart. That's guaranteed. And then when you do that, you go to the lab and you get your full panel done. You get your blood work done. That means you're getting tested fully
twice a year.
Twice at the very least. Whatever else you do in between that is completely up to you. Now, a regular doctor is going to tell you in between different partners, you should be getting tested. Mm-hmm. They are not wrong. There are sex workers out here who get tested weekly. Keep that in mind.
Porn stars.
I just told y'all
constantly. Y'all want to be talking about people in sex work, but they actually get tested
regularly.
More often than regular motherfuckers.
But the 6-week rule. How many people have you slept with in the last 6 weeks? Keep that in mind. It takes that amount of time for shit to show up. So you going to test negative for sure.
Catch yourself. Just put it on an every 30-day basis. If you do every 30 days, how many people did you fuck in the last 30 days?
Go get a test done, and that's it. They got home HIV tests. Do that.
Heard about that.
That ain't the only thing you should be scared of. But I'm just saying, test yourself. Don't wreck yourself. That's all. I just want us to be conscious because I want to protect black women because we are the ones that be getting fucked over out here.
We're at high risk.
At a higher rate. Because why? Men in general don't go to the doctors, but black men be out here slinging that dick like a new jack. Not only just them, but I'm just saying in general. We get infected with the shit that you can't give back at a higher rate. The non-refundable gifts is what I like to call them. And that's deep.
That's a deep term, and it's unfortunately
that's what I call them.
Very true. Yeah.
Yeah. I love y'all. Real shit. That's why I'm telling y'all this shit. Like, cause that conversation really was like, so you don't ask nobody.
Yeah, that's wild.
How the fuck are you alive right now? You, by the grace of God, you have never contracted anything. That was a real conversation. I really be out here having deep conversations with people.
It gets deep.
Just randomly. I'm like, what? In my years of living, that has never been brought up to me. I just simply trust, and I've never been. Good for you. I don't trust motherfuckers like you.
I've heard that one time before as well, and I was just like,
sorry for you.
Like I pray you never deal with the way that you're moving.
And statistics.
But statistically, you absolutely will come across something with the way you're moving.
Completely blew me away when they said they don't believe in them. I'm like, I'm glad I'm a black woman who believes in other black women, because let me tell you something, we the ones that get fucked over the most. And what I'm not going to do is not believe black gynecologists who go to work every fucking day and they got to look at women crying, because even my motherfucking white doctor said to me, even if you are in a monogamous relationship, guess what, bitch? Yep. Get tested. Yep. Because a lot of my clients are married women who come in here with HIV from their fucking husband that they never stepped out on. So explain to me how 1 + 1 is 2. I'm just saying.
1 + 1 is 2.
Niggas love the kick game. Sad.
Yo,
I don't care how big his dick is, sis. I don't care how much money he spent. If that motherfucker can't go to get tested and you can't get no result, and then after you do that and you've been fucking for a while, 90 days later, pop up on his ass again. I want another test. Because guess what?
My whole thing is,
you don't know who else he fucking.
Dick out here for you to have to deal with a bad one, like a burning one, seriously.
A sick one. At that.
Yeah, it's too much good dick out here for you to have to deal with a sick one. It's a lot of good dick out here. A lot of good dick.
Yeah.
A lot of good dick. I had a lot of good dick in my day. That's how I know.
I'm about to peel myself laughing at this bitch. She get on my fucking
No, I'm serious.
Any whore.
What's next? Reality check?
A lot of good dick. A lot of good dick.
A lot of good dick.
So let's see. That was sorry.
Alright, so what we got in the reality check this week? I can't see it. You and
HBCU
these
Horror Stories.
Threads.
Mm-hmm.
You know I ain't got no fucking threads.
I've been trying to post on there every single. I posted a couple things today. It's some
bitch, you know
niggas.
I ain't got
There's some fine niggas on threads.
Y'all all the same ones on fucking Instagram.
No,
You're just not showing yourselves the way y'all do on fucking Instagram. I'm noticing that's what it is. Low key, I'm noticing that threads is like how Facebook started out. Like no. It's like a slow. It's
more closer to Twitter.
No, it is closer to Twitter. I'm listening to what I'm about to say. I'm talking about as far as how people communicate, like, and stay like kind of like safe or like dictate low key who they want to talk to. That's what I'm talking about. It's definitely closer to Twitter as far as the interactions, but as far as like who you want to kind of pick and choose and choosy, yeah, I'm like it's like the choosiness of how Facebook was when it started out. Like who you wanted to be your friend.
Everybody that I follow is like it's only a select few people that I follow from Instagram. That's it. The rest of I barely follow anybody. For somehow I have a couple hundred followers. I don't know how. Cause I don't follow nobody on that. I don't have none because I'm barely. I'm liking all the hoes is on Threads. All the hoes. Shit, I said, ooh, look at all the hoes. How y'all doing? I've been singing with
They probably all the same hoes that's on Twitter too. That's the crazy part. They probably be copying and pasting the same shit.
No. I mean, some of them do, but some of them really don't. They really just be posting day-to-day shit.
No, not all of them. Yeah, I'm not saying, but it's definitely a
But I be on social media enough to know when they doing
social media. Like, I can't right now.
I can't get back into my Twitter, so I'm over that shit. I haven't tweeted in over 10 years. And I already contacted Twitter and it didn't go through. I'm over it. I'm not trying again. I know my password. Why can't I get into my Twitter? I know my password.
Like,
why can't I get into
Snapchat? I tried with TikTok.
I never tried Snapchat. I never tried with Snapchat
like,
ever.
I did stop with Instagram. Like I tried TikTok. I failed.
Yeah, I haven't tweeted since 2014. So here we are. Anyway, so on Threads. I came across a thread, and I think this is, I love this because it really does. I think that you really should create one because it does allow for a lot of different content that is not on other social media. It's not.
Now her telling me to create one. Now her backing it up.
I'm just saying. I just came to that thought today. I'm just like, she say she don't like it, but you didn't give it a try.
I didn't say I don't like it. I said I wasn't creating one. I don't know nothing about it to like it or not like it.
Exactly.
I just said I wasn't doing enough social media.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to engage with anybody. People are going to follow you regardless. Hence why I probably follow only a handful of people. I have hundreds of followers. Okay.
No thanks.
You saying no thanks, but I'm telling you it's an investment for a motherfucking brand, bitch. I ain't gonna say it again. I'm gonna snatch your wig off in a minute. Anyway.
Get the snatching and I'm gonna get the swinging.
Anyway.
I'm not getting one.
You don't have to engage. It's not nothing to engage in. You can't solely just leave me out here to find the shit. Because I be finding the good shit on here. Instagram and Twitter got all the same shit. Let's be real. We're not having this conversation on camera though, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up. But I think people in the audience can agree with me. Thank you. Anyway, so back to the thread that I was talking about. Anyway, unless you going to the portal and getting some shit that we ain't never seen before. All right then. All right. Everything's the same. Anyway, so HBCU horrors. Anyway, because I can't be the only one. Somebody else got to have a point of view. HBCU horrors. So contrary to our belief, because we did go to a PWI, right? A lot of people have horror stories about attending HBCUs. And it was only appropriate for me to discuss this at Halloween. And this shit is not going around on Instagram. It's not on Facebook. It's not on Twitter. It's nowhere else but fucking Threads.
It wasn't talked about before on other platforms. That's my point. Because a lot of stuff is recycled content. It's just coming up at a different time. Just like clips and things go reviral and resurface again. I'm like, it's really a lot of the same content. It just may come up at a different time.
No. You haven't been on here to know it or like it, so no. Anyway, so here we go. I stay away from shit like that for a purpose, for a reason. So being as though I had a cousin that went to the CAU, I always wonder how the fuck she went there and never was a part of the social aspect or the nightlife. It was weird to me. However, a lot of people had a lot of shit to say about their HBCU horror stories. And I'm just going to scroll through and start naming some shit. This is a reality check for people. I just want to put this out here for people who are considering going to college, for people who had the same experience, or people who did not, who are just like, well, damn, I didn't know that was happening to people. Yeah, people experience this, and they're talking about it now because a lot of people love and revere HBCUs and hold them to a high standard. So I just want to make it known that not everybody has the same experience, which we know is true, but I just want to highlight this a little bit because I don't think a lot of people speak. I have never really heard people speak bad about HBCUs. It's always been, oh my God, I love my college and this and that and this and that.
Yeah, that's the majority
person that went to a PWI.
Everybody don't say everybody ain't have a good experience.
And I'm gonna read you some of the results. I want to read you one of the responses first, and then I'm gonna read you some of the shit that he was saying. If you want to be white, just say that. If you think white water is colder, then just say that. But don't come up here putting down HBCUs, which have produced the best and brightest Black Americans that America has to offer. This post also makes assumptions about PWIs, as if PWIs are not, or if not more, dangerous to Black people mentally, spiritually, and physically. So wait, right?
It's an even kill, but go ahead.
Right. So, a person talked about how they were faculty at an HBCU. They did not get paid on time, ever, since they started there. Some people talked about how they went there with a preconception of thinking that they would have a sense of community, being as though it was all Black people. They did not get that experience. Some people responded to that very same thought and they mentioned that because they went to a PWI, they felt like that the sense of community was stronger because there was not a lot of Black people on campus, right?
I heard that before. We said that, yeah.
On top of that, a lot of people felt like they were objectified sexually by their professors. They were approached in very unprofessional manners. Some were even sleeping with professors, and now that they look back on it, are ashamed of it. Some even think that they ruined their professors' lives.
I think that's sad, because that's actually one of the most common things I've heard about HBCU.
Yes.
About the professor thing.
Yes. Yes. Some people said that they have encouraged their child to apply to HBCUs, but because they heard of this conversation, they're now telling their kid it's no way in hell they can go to one.
It's pros and cons to each. It's like everything else in life.
Yeah, it is. So, I'm gonna read this one response. More people should speak on this. The monolithic Black opinion is it as it should be the greatest time of your life. Would be like it. Okay, so the monolithic thought or opinion around this is that because it's an HBCU, it should be the time of your life. Living conditions are bad. Staff is rude and uptight. Safety is always an issue, and the school itself is a financial fucking mess. A lot of people did not get their refunds until almost the semester was over. A lot of people had situations where they couldn't afford to live in their housing because of that. A lot of people went without meals. A lot of people went without essential shit because they did not get their financial, aid. A lot of people's financial aid were just up in limbo randomly. A lot of people did not get onto the track that they needed to get on because their counselors simply just didn't give a fuck. A lot of people only had fun during homecoming. They didn't have a social life because they felt like it was too aggressive or it was such a standard that they just felt like they just didn't fit into it. A lot of people didn't feel Black enough. Like, the list goes on, y'all. So really and truly, when you are looking into applying to college, be mindful and cognizant of who you are and what you are looking to get out of your experience. I feel like everyone deserves, just like she feels like everyone deserves sex. I feel like everyone deserves a fair shot at, higher education and choosing the path at which they want to follow. I think it is very golden. Yeah. I think that a lot of people who didn't go don't understand where I just had a conversation with somebody. They don't understand where I'm coming from. They don't. Because they feel like they know people that went to college that weren't successful. However, it's the network. It's the social experience. College is kind of like its own community, its own bubble right before you get into the real world. I said this before, but it truly and really is. So if you are a parent who is helping your child apply, giving them the money or trying to show them the ropes, and you went to college yourself, or you don't know the first thing and you just hearing what you're hearing from your friends and shit like that, honestly, do your research. Respect your child's decision. Have honest conversations. Go visit these schools. Talk to the faculty. Talk to people who went there and graduated. Do all the due diligence. Due process. However, don't ever sit there and just, it went off. Oh. Don't ever just sit there and just throw them to the wolves. Honestly, before we even had this conversation, like, people do voice their opinions, because I had a cousin who went to college down there. 2. My god brother and my cousin went down there. Morehouse graduate. Okay? Esteemed. Teaching before he even graduated. Very smart young man. However, everything ain't for everybody. Have a conversation. Talk to somebody. Go on these college tours. Okay? Look for scholarships. Do your research. I feel like now more than ever, people are being more comfortable with saying their experience versus not. This was important for people to hear, because just because you're black doesn't mean you're going to have a good experience at an HBCU. It doesn't guarantee that.
What you said, like you said, everything is not for everybody. Mm-hmm. And I do think that, unfortunately, that's where a lot of those perspectives came from. Again, this is just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think a lot of those perspectives came from individuals who had high expectations. Because, I'm going to HBCU, everything should be right because I'm black, it should be on point. Nothing is perfect. So just because you go to a HBCU, you can't expect everything to be perfect. Let's be clear. They started HBCUs because they wanted something to have us in, because we wasn't being let into certain schools to have a certain level of education. So everything wasn't necessarily up to par and perfect from the very fucking beginning. We had to implicate or copycat certain things and then begin to implement our own rules and certain cultures and ways and lifestyles of doing things in the collegiate campus in order to create the what's the word I'm looking for?
Experience.
The mindset of an actual HBCU. Mm-hmm. So I actually do think that, again, that these individuals came from the mindsets of you expected everything. You had your expectations were set absolutely too high for HBCU, because, as I said before she began, it's pros and cons to both a black person going to a HBCU and a PWI. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, like she said, you just got to do the research and find what experience or what college, what's going to be necessarily best for you. You don't know what college is going to be best for you. Sometimes when we look at colleges, sometimes we might get a chance to go and do college tours or visit the campus before we get there. But a lot of times people don't. Mm-hmm. So you're really only going based off of the academic program that you're interested in. Mm-hmm. When you get there, you don't know what the experience is actually going to be like until you actually get there and live there. That's why some people actually transfer colleges, because they didn't like the experience.
Yeah, I agree. We had a lot of transfers in our day.
Absolutely. And I agree with one of the first comments that you read that said, yes, the sense of closeness and close-knit for African Americans or blacks or non-minorities at a PWI was absolutely more closer, because we had to create that for ourselves. When you go to a HBCU, you absolutely just expect that to be what it is. When you go to a PWI, you have to create that within a sense of itself. So it is a different experience. It's different when you have to create something versus when you feel as though you just gonna walk into it. It's very much absolutely so different. So it's unfortunate that they had those kinds of experiences, because there's black people who went to PWIs, of course, and had poor experiences, and vice versa. So it's about, like you said, doing the research, what you want to create and curate for yourself. We talked last week about curating happiness as an individual, and even on a collegiate or at a younger level, in a younger phase of yourself, you have to find ways to create that for yourself. Because at the end of the day, I was never going to be in college and be miserable.
Nah. It's too expensive.
PWI or not, I was going to go to college. My expectation was to have fun and to live and experience. Be educated, and be educated and to learn about different things, about different cultures, different people, all across the board.
Because we had a lot of exchange students, and I can say,
we did. All of that, a black girl went to a PWI and had a ball, bitch.
And went to the same college as my motherfucking mom. How about that?
Like, I was cool, okay?
So with that, I'm going to leave you with this statement, and we can sign off after this. So someone says, sorry that didn't work out for you, but you are supposed to visit, do research, and find your best fit. You are also supposed to make a sound financial decision. Did you go there for the right reasons? Also, not all HBCUs or PWIs are created equal. I almost went to UCLA over Morehouse and probably would have enjoyed it. Now, Bama or Ole Miss, on the other hand, no way. College is like buying a car or a house. Take responsibility and do your due diligence. Otherwise, it could be an expensive ass mistake. And that's just it. So do your due diligence, y'all. We love y'all, and that's the reality check for the week.
And we out. Don't forget to follow us, like, and subscribe everywhere at To Each His Own Podcast. And we will see y'all next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.